Hey, what's up everybody? Gonna try and do this video again real quick. I just tried recording one and spent over half an hour making a video, and literally after 1 minute into it the sound cut out, so this one may be a little bit rushed version of it, but I'm trying to do what I can to get things up to help everyone out. So if you can, at least show some support for us and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and all that. That would be much appreciated. Get in the disclaimer and all that fun stuff real quick. Basically, at Forex, there's a risk of loss, and you can lose more than your original investment. You're responsible for all the risks and everything, and all trading is to be used at your own risk. We are not a certified investment company or anything like that. We're just here for educational purposes only, so just remember that. We're here to kind of help each other and support each other with things. So on to the charts now. First one is ACAD. We are kind of in a nice little buy zone and everything. Baseline kind of starting to come up. So wait for the crossover and all that. And, possibly a small little retest around there, and should be a safer move up for ACAD. A-Chef, we got a small sell, small buy zone, so we could possibly be looking for a retesting of our buy zone here. We did get a little crossover, but you can see the last few weeks it's just kind of been trading in a small little range, kind of in a downward direction, so we could possibly get a retesting of the EMA and all that before we hit our move down. So, AJ, small sells, or small sell, small buy zone. Same thing, we got this bigger one up here and down here, right? So we are trading underneath the baseline, so possibly look for a move around this area. Look for kind of right in here to act as support. It'd be really nice to get a testing off of the buy zone before we get a move back up for that one. AN, that's one of the ones, like I said before, that I don't really care to trade. I just kind of watch it to see what's stronger or weaker, so it's kind of falling in line with the other Australia pairs. It's looking like it's getting ready to reverse and come down some. Could have an easy target right around the 50 or 200. I guess the good thing with like the pairs I don't like, they don't move a lot, but they're kind of good if you're newer and you don't want to risk so much and just kind of get the hang of everything, so it could be good for that. Targets I always do like before I forget is like the 50 and 200. They're real good targets if the 800's nearby. That one's also a good one, so we're kind of looking really for the 800 here just to act as support and possibly get little breaks under the 200, as it's basically just stays range bound for a long time is what it typically does. AU, it's been kind of making lower highs, some higher lows, so just kind of wait and probably a test around that, come back down. We are in a nice big buy zone and everything here. This is starting to curve up, so I'll probably get maybe one more retest right around the buy zone there, and then like I said, a real easy target will be the 50. Better one, probably the 200. So if you wanted a safe target, or yeah, probably the 200 is good, just because of the fact that we're getting higher lows. You don't want to kind of be too greedy and have it just barely miss your target due to you having it just that little difference away. So. CAD Chef, it's also nice and high. Everything here is starting to reverse down once we get the cross there, get the cross of the EMAs and all that. This one's definitely looking like a nice one to sell, probably easily down to the 50, possibly contest around the 800, but a safe target for that would be there, just in case it does want to test and keep rising. But overall, bigger picture, it does look like it's going to drop. So any one of these EMs that you prefer should be adequate. 50, like I said, is the safest one. CAD Japan, it's already trading under the baseline, so that one's looking safe to ride it down. You'd probably take that one down to the 800 right here. Chef Japan, high. Trading under the baseline here as well, so we'll probably get some retesting right around this little area. See what happens. We could possibly get it to test into our buy zone, which this one looks pretty strong, and see what happens from there. But hopefully we get like a, hopefully it just stays above here really, and then just kind of comes up. But we'll see. EA had some nice drops right at the end of the day. It did break under the EMA, trading strong under the RSI. Stochastic's getting nice and low. We do have a stronger buy zone here, so kind of just wait on this and see. We'll try to take it on down to that level. We could get some pullback though before it does go down though, because they may try and hold this, but it has broken kind of this level here now clearly, so we'll just see if it stays under that. If it breaks back above it and starts holding above it, then we can get some move back up to here. So just kind of be careful with that one. But bigger picture does, to me, honestly, look like we'll get it to hit here and then come up. But like I said, most likely up in the market like that, then eventually go down there throughout the week and then reverse on up. That one's EA, sorry. ECAD, we're right by a buy zone, which is good. Baseline's starting to curve up. RSI is really low, stochastic really low. So I'd probably just wait for some retesting around this area and let it come on up. Easy target again, like I said, the 50, possibly the 200, but it may kind of come right in between the two, breaking it, and then come back down later on in the weeks. eChef, nice drops going on right into a nice little buy zone right there, right in between really good reversal levels. The baseline's low, stochastic's low, so I'd wait for this one to just possibly just kind of set up and get ready to come back up. Could possibly try and get people and bring it down to here before it comes up, or it could hold this one. They both look pretty big and long, so if it does break under this, then I'd look for a sell honestly under here and ride it to there if we do get a break there. But if it holds this level really good and starts, we get our crossover and everything, then you should be able to ride it up at least to the 50. So that's eChef. This one's EG, another one I don't really trade. It's kind of range bound. All I do with this one really is you can just watch it and see if it's going up or down, and then you can weigh out if euro's stronger or pound's stronger, you know, or weaker, whatever, for the other pairs you're trading. So that's kind of how I use that one. EJ, that's a little bit of a drop going. Baseline's kind of right at the 50 as well. The RSI is kind of low, stochastic's low. We do have a bigger buy zone there and a bigger sell zone here. I don't really weigh these two as that much. They just barely created themselves last week, but we could have them actually each hold and actually just have consolidation in that area. And you can see how it's right at the bottom of the screen one, so as it goes down it may actually just keep making this buy zone until it's finished painting itself with whatever the price does. So EN looks like it's just pretty much been range bound. The 200's looking like it's acting as a pretty good support for it really, so we probably just try and buy it right around this area. It looks good for you. Ride it up to that 50. At least it's not a big trade, but because it's consolidating, you'd want to be careful with that. But that should be a quick little easy move for EN. EU, we've dropped all the way down into a buy zone. Pretty much been consolidating for a few weeks, not really doing anything. The baseline's kind of getting low, but you can see with this one, it doesn't really, hasn't really moved much while it's been consolidating. So stochastic is nice and low, and the RSI nice and low, and we are in our buy zone. So honestly, I'd look for at least some kind of a little move up, possibly probably right under the 38.2 or possibly right around this little level here if you wanted something safe. We could reach these highs that we did have last week as well. So if you want to follow your stop up, as it's moving up to protect your profits and then increase your target, that's another strategy you could possibly do. GA, also we're on a nice little buy zone. Is there anything under that one? Yeah, down here. So be careful if we do break below the bottom of this. We could probably get a nice sell and hit it to there. Or we could just basically get our reversal and it could start coming on up, which also is in relation to the first few Australian pairs I talked about where Australia was first in it. That would make sense with this actually coming up. Probably ride it up to the 50 really easy. Good chance you'll hit those as well. So, but GCAD, small, little buy zone, bigger one here. So look for this hopefully to be support for it. If it does kind of hold really good and everything else starts crossing back up, probably a good entry for a buy. Also 50. G-Chef also been dropping. Not much under it though. It is trading under the baseline, so we could get more movement down near this area before we actually get the reversal. See how this is still just pointed straight down, how it did here as well in the past, and then kept going down. So we may get another move, basically about that much. So that would be right in line, kind of with it hitting right around this area before it reverses. GJ, we're on a nice buy zone, so that's good. RSI, and this is low again. Like I said, you kind of want to wait, so I'll probably wait a few days, see what it's getting ready to do, and then possibly look for a good buy entry on that. GN, kind of been range bound, so this one, if you wanted something easy to do, you could probably trade off the EMAs and just ride them up and down for those little waves while it's been consolidating. Just be careful, because if you get a break under that or above this pin there, then you'll probably get a nice push up to this area there. And if it breaks under this area here, probably get a push down at least to the 127.2, or real close to this box possibly. So. GU, we're in a nice buy zone as well. There is another one under it, and this one's, so we got two small ones here, medium one here, and then the bigger ones there and there. So that's the better range really, is these two far areas for it. So kind of just watch that. The baseline is kind of going down, the RSI is low, so we could get I don't know if they're going to want to try and push down. If this level holds good, then that'll be great. Looking for buys, can use the 50 and then the 200 for your targets, or just under the 200 really. That way you make sure your target gets hit. So probably around this 50 level would be a good target for it. NCAD, got a better buy zone here, and it has been going. See how it's kind of like nice and flat. That's kind of what I like with that. And then it's also in line with their TDI as well. So once this starts coming up, they might do one quick spike. If you see a nice big pin here in this box and it pulls up, that's great. You can probably look for this level after that to hold as a good support zone, right around here. If you just get a pin, pretty much like how that pin was, but if you get one just touching that back up, that would be looking really good. New Zealand Chef, so it's dropping, the baseline still kind of coming down. This kind of staying steady and trading low, so ultimately looking for this one most likely to probably just make another push down to the 127.2 area. UCAD, got nice support and buy zone with all the EMA and buy zone and all that here, so I wouldn't look for much movement beyond this. It may, like I said, push under it, and they may hold a few candles under there and then push it back up. So just kind of watch that. So U-Chef, just small little range bound, not much been happening honestly. Baseline starting to come up and level out. RSI's literally holding right above the baseline of support, so we could possibly just see it kind of stay right around here for a little bit, possibly get as low as this area here, and then just staying in this little range. Honestly, can't see too much yet for that one. New Zealand, Japan, same thing. Got the stronger buy zone here, so I'd look for a reversal off this buy zone before getting to move up. And probably could hit the target right around this area here if you can enter down there. The New Zealand dollar, not too much there. It's trading under the baseline. The baseline's kind of leveling off, so we do got a higher low in there. So we may just get a quick pin down and then pull up again to the 50. And dollar Japan. Looks like the CMA has been holding some good support for it, so we could just kind of look for possibly a quick pin in Asia for Japan to open the week, kind of similar to this week right here. Then this week it didn't do it right away. It waited a few days and did it, but look for something similar to this or this or that right around this EMA, and then probably get another little move back up. It is making lower highs and higher highs as well, so it's probably going to make a nice strong breakout eventually, so just be careful. Make sure it's going the way you want it to go before you get in and everything like that. So that's UJ. So that was all of our pairs. So again, if you got any questions or need any help with anything, just feel free to reach out to us. You can do so on our Facebook group.